Hey, good morning, everyone. Just hanging in there on a Friday. It's training day, BYOQ. Join me at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. If you haven't registered yet, just go ahead, text me at 949-298-2905. It's bring your own questions. I'll bring the answers. An hour of Q&A on training today. Thank you so much, Jakey, everybody on here. Curtis, welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're going to do that at 11 a.m. Pacific. Join me or email me, david@dmeltzer.com. And if you miss it, just go ahead. It's Monday's Playbook. You can watch all the replays on the Playbook. You can check that out. Just email me, david@dmeltzer.com or 949-298-2905. Jake, go ahead and we'll pin that up there. Thank you so much. You're reading my mind. Well, sorry, Jake. Yeah, got the wrong person on there. All right, let's see if we get some questions in the queue. Get warmed up for today. BYOQ day, the first one I've done here on the training. When to use open versus closed-ended questions. So look, always use open-ended questions at first. So we use open-ended questions so be more interested than interesting to figure out how we can be of service or value or how we can provide service or value. I have a special guest I see in here. No surprise. There she is. One of my favorite people on earth and just totally adore Danica Patrick, who just launched it out. You have to. Whoops. Let me try this one more time. All right. If you have not checked out, it's a perfect blend from a perfect blended woman, athlete, the perfect blend of, there she is. I was just bragging about you.
Hi. Oh, um, thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I was saying you're the perfect blend of a woman, as my wife is as well. She walked right by the closet I'm in right now. And I'm like, hey, there's two perfect women right there. Well, congratulations on the new wine. It's an incredible feat. What do you find, Danica, more exciting? Race day or launching a wine, the debut of your Danica Rosé?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
there
trying to
she
find
is.
some
Can you hear me?
service around here. I can. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. So I was just asking,
Okay.
what's more exciting, debuting your wine or race day? Oh, we had it. See, no matter how successful we are, we're all limited. You know what? We will, my dear Danica Rose, check it out. We will. You want to try to go live? Want to go live later? Hi. What? Actually, we're getting a whole tour of your house. This is awesome. You think you got me? I can hear you now.
I got you. Okay. Just
All
trying to
right,
find a
cool.
sweet spot.
So I would. There you go. It's like the big. It's like finding a hole in when during a race. But I was comparing a debuting your wine to actual race day. What's more exciting for you?
um, I mean, race day is probably more exciting, but that's over with in a day, and then you're on to the next one. So I guess with the wine, it's kind of a building process. So it presumably should just keep getting more and more exciting, and especially leading up to the big promotion that we're doing to come to the Monaco Grand Prix. So, and all of the people that register, their donations, their registration goes back to Folds of Honor. So it's a really great program. But yeah, so the winner of the program of the promotion is going to get to go to the Monaco Grand Prix, drink on the yacht. Like I've been posting some pictures on Instagram of the promotion, which includes pictures of a yacht, and that's the yacht. That's not some like idealistic promotional picture. That's the real boat. So, you know, everything from amazing food, obviously amazing wine, Formula One racing, France, south of France, and you know, tour of the cars and going to the pits, and it's going to be pretty cool.
And hanging out with you. which is
Oh
even
yeah, that's
cool.
right.
Yeah. And they just go to at Danica Rose Wine. Is the best place to go to register?
Yeah, DanicaRoseWine.com. And is it slash Omaze? Maybe I don't have the website off the top of my head. I think that might be what it is. Maybe someone can pin it. If maybe Haley's in here and she can
Yeah.
pin the
Or
email
Jake.
address.
Perfect. Let's pin that up there. And then, talking about Omaze, you put together quite a team. And I know a lot of people may not know this about racing, but team is really, really important. Although, as an individual, your name's out there the same way as when you're racing. But here, your team, from the equity side to the marketing side, distribution, you've really put together the best of breed team. Uh, Tell me how you selected that team, because a lot of young entrepreneurs, you know, don't realize how important it is to ask for help and to find people that have that situational knowledge. Where did you find that team, and what were you looking for?
I mean, I think that it was I was kind of a, for my part in it, obviously I'm the face of it, but you want someone that has a really great marketing vision, and we have someone with an incredible marketing vision who came from the old days of Budweiser, when you saw those amazing ads with like Budweiser and all the Super Bowl stuff. And so his name's Rick, and he's amazing. And just all of the pictures and the promotion and all of the marketing pieces have been really his doing. And so we went to France a little while back, a couple months ago, and shot a bunch of photos, and just creating the brand, really. And so it takes somebody like that who really knows the business and knows how to promote something, and has a passion. And so there's a couple partners. There's another one that helps financially, and so we just have an incredible team of people who all have their roles, right? So I think that's the biggest thing, is like, we don't need five promoters and like five faces of it. We just need everyone to be really good at what they do.
Yeah, and you are as well. Now, you've always been one of the top spokespeople on earth for a variety of different humongous brands, and now your brand, and you've been branding yourself, is really out there. And I see you as a blend, just like your wonderful Danica Rose, this blend of physical and wellness now. And the certain products that you're getting involved with and companies you're getting involved with, how important is it for them to align with your own personal brand now, instead of just kind of tagging your beautiful face to some brand that you may or may not be aligned with, but sure paid well in the past. But I can see a certain element of what you're doing is always injected into what your brand is, which is, I see this physical wellness intense allowance brand.
Yeah, it's even more important than ever. I think that I was successful enough in my career, especially financially, to be in a position where I don't have to do anything that isn't in alignment with my own values and with my own goals and with the brand. I think the brand Danica has become even more narrow, because that's all I have now, right? All I have is my honorability, my trustworthiness, my authenticity. That's what I have. That is Danica the brand. And so I'm not just racing and changing sponsors and cars, and I have this other thing going on. It's just Danica the brand, and how I can then reach through each one of those. So I think for me, authenticity has become even more important. It's always been important, and I've never lied about that. Um, every company I've worked with, I feel good about, and I'm grateful for, and we've done fun things. Um, so now I think that I'm just able to be a little bit more specific to maybe my own personal interests. So yes, it always falls into that category of being about health, wellness, but both physically and mentally. So for me, the wine brands really fall into the mental wellness side of things. I mean, of course, there's plenty of studies about how it's good for your heart. It has some beneficial features, physically, but I just think that for me, wine has been about connecting with people and sharing stories and gathering around a table and really like enjoying each other and sharing and being present in the moment, which is something that's harder than ever with our phones and all of our little gadgets and all of the things going on. I mean, shoot, who sits there by themselves at a restaurant and doesn't just pick their phone up, or who sits there at a stoplight and doesn't just pick their phone up? So we're rarely ever without technology. And so for me, wine's always been about connecting with people and really that mental wellness side of things where we can get back to learning how to communicate like the old days.
Yeah, and you really do have that emotional connection. And I think your brand has that emotional connectivity to it that people feel, Maya Angelou always said, it's not what you say, it's how you make someone feel. And I think you make people feel good. And you have with your own persona, as you blended it with other people's brands, now you're able to do it with your own. You said something interesting, as my marketing background, you said, my brand is very narrow now. It's a lot more narrow, your specific brand. And I think that's an important lesson as we have, millions of entrepreneurs that watch this stuff, because you have a different spectrum. When you're a race car driver, you only have a spectrum of really race car fans, right? And then you kind of broaden it out from there. Now you actually have a specific energy or frequency of your own brand, this
Mm-hmm.
wellness blend of physicality and wellness and intensity and allowance, all the things that I love about you and share with you. But because there's so many people you can reach, that it's a whole different ball game. And I still think we're very early, that a lot of personal brands don't realize, you're so young that 20 years from now, you talk about someone having 9 million ambassadors or followers. That's nothing compared to how the exponential growth and accelerations work. And it's not a matter of followers, meaning, you could have Selena Gomez with 160 million followers, but can't sell out a movie theater. You're talking about ambassadors, people, like you said, that are emotionally connected to you and that will listen, and you can move them, not just motivate them, but truly inspire them. And I see so much inspiration in the Danica Rosé wine and the Folds of Honor program and everything that you're doing just right off the bat as an entrepreneur seems to be the right thing. If you were looking at that long-term legacy, what do you see that being for yourself? And you have a whole different legacy now that you're outside of racing.
Thank you. Yeah, actually, you just got me thinking about a message that a friend sent me recently. And he said, he was talking about just, the interactions that we've had with racing and his role that he played. But in the work that I've been doing since then with the podcast and with my messaging and my, sort of the blooming of the core of me and that health and wellness perspective, he said, I, I thought I'd always remember you as being this phenomenal race car driver, but I'm going to remember, like, now I'm just going to be grateful for these lessons and this expansion that you've planted a seed in me to do. Because he's like, I have grown so much from all this other stuff that you've done, and I always just thought I'd remember you as a race car driver, but now I'm going to think of you as someone that helped give me my life back. And I
Oh,
was like, oof, like I'm choking up saying it, but
yeah.
that would be my goal for life, is to be able to help inspire people to grab their life and do something about it and be who they want to be and live a life that they're really happy and empowered. And when we're happy and empowered and inspired, that can't help but infiltrate all the other people around us. And I think that's maybe something that has been something about me, is that I've always been so authentic and true and honest and transparent, and that resonates. And so when you love something enough, that can't help but come through. Now, if you're not really into something and it's not really that big of an interest, people can tell you're full of shit.
Yeah. Well, and I was blessed to have you as a judge on our TV show, Elevator Pitch. And right off the bat, when I got to know you, what I loved about you most is I always was someone that I wanted everyone to love me. Right. I wanted everyone to love me. I always voted for what other people wanted for me. And I'd elected in my life and then resent them for it. And, people like you, I just, you geared me on a way of changing my own brand and my own personality. Because when we first met, I was starting first time to build. I built big brands before, but never my own. And I love the fact that I said, Danica votes for what I remember. One of the guys was a complete dick, excuse my language. And you were just like no holds bar. And I looked over, we were in the two center seats. I'm like, how come I don't say stuff like that? Because that's what I was thinking, right? But this woman,
I
she votes
remember.
for you, vote for what you want, right? And you have your entire career, and people need to learn that that's the frequency, the authentic, organic frequency. And I see that in your wine, I see that in your charity, and I hope,
Yeah.
I know you won't, but you have taught me, someone who's branded, the Aikmans, the Moons, the Youngs, and those guys. You've taught me a
Yeah.
lesson about voting for what you want, and the freedom, the control, and the peace that it really gives you, just to be able to know this is a decision because this is who I am, not the decision because this is what I think they want to hear. And it's a big sports agent problem. I always was saying what everybody I thought they wanted to hear. And I've completely, so you have helped me,
Oh,
and I
thank
appreciate
you.
that, become and help build my brand. And I just am so grateful. So last thing with Danica Rose, where can people, I know we just launched, it'll be in retail in 2021. Where can people right now, I know you have a great competition going on, where can they find it right now?
You can go to danicarosewine.com and order it. And so it's starting to be warehoused here in the States. So we launched, and I was getting word from Rick like, oh, everything is cleared customs, and so people should start to get to their deliveries from the launch really, really soon right now. But then it should hopefully start to get a little quicker, and then eventually, as we roll out through this year into the Monaco Grand Prix, then it'll be, the goal is to obviously have it, everywhere, and be accessible. And so it's pretty cool. It's all, I mean, I was like looking at Instagram, looking and seeing that it's already at Nobu in Chicago. And I was like, oh my gosh, we're doing it.
That's so cool. Well, I can't wait to share a glass with you at Nobu. That'll be wonderful. Even two of my favorite things with my favorite people. Thank you
Yes.
so much for joining me. I know I'm going to have you, just so everyone knows, I've never had two guests. We've had over 400 episodes of the playbook. I'm going to have you be my first ever second time guest. So you're the Chevy Chase of the playbook.
Oh, I'm not that funny, but I'll try.
You're awesome. I am such a big fan, and I'm so proud of you. Keep up the great work. Make sure you go out, get Danica Rose. I'm sure it's as incredible as Danica herself. Thanks for joining me. And say hi to
Thank
your
you.
mom. Say hi
I
to your
will. I
mom.
will.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Dave. See ya.
Bye-bye. See ya. Wow. See? That's incredible. Check it out. French Rosé. Perfect blend, just like my friend Danica Patrick is a perfect blend of intensity and allowance of physicality and, of course, wellness. And she is doing it the right way, just being herself. And everybody out there should vote for what they want. That's the lesson I learned from Danica. And believe it or not, she's one of the hugest women athletes in the world. And you would never know it if you work with her. She is so gracious, so kind. I don't know if it's the Midwest girl in her or what, but it's just like working, with an old friend. So one of the best people. No wonder she had so many endorsement deals. Best people to work with. Just so patient and gracious. So thank you, Danica, for joining us. Let's warm up. We got BYOQ today. Bring your own questions. 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna do a little Q&A. Bring any topic, any question. I'll handle them. We're gonna rapid fire. You heard of the hot seat. I'm gonna be on the hot seat for an hour. You can email me at david@dmeltzer.com or Team David Meltzer there, 949-298-2905. Jakey Bakey has it pinned down there. Just text me, email me to register. I am giving away my free book. I am giving away the exercises and guides. All you got to do is reach out. It's free, free, free. Just text me, 949-298-2905. Make sure you check out Danica Rose .com as well, wine.com. Let's get a couple questions in here to give you a flavor of the BYOQ. What's the favorite question you've ever been asked? Favorite question that I've ever been asked. I think the biggest lesson, um, that I've learned. So if I could share that lesson to enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of my potential, and share that to empower over 1 billion people to be happy, just like Danica was talking about, that would be awesome. So yeah, that's my favorite. What's the biggest lesson or greatest lesson or most powerful lesson that I've learned in happiness? Definitely that enjoyment of the consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential. Let's get another question real quick. After graduation, I have no idea what to do. Well, I do. Focusing on your capabilities, focusing on the skills you have, the knowledge you have, want or need, and your desire. Keep on developing that muscle of desire that you must be what you can be, and work on all three of those things. Find how they're synergistic or supplementary to something that you want to do. Something that's kicking butt right now, something that's stable right now, or something that you see has a huge upside in the future. It's that simple. It's all about capabilities, skills, knowledge, and desire. You can work on it. If you've graduated, you can do that from your closet. That's what I'm doing. All right. Advice for new startups emerging in 2020. Make a lot of money, help a lot of people, and have a lot of fun. You know, it's the same as always, man. This actually, I had a great entrepreneur on yesterday, and he saw this time as a time to show the venture capitalists what a great entrepreneur he was by increasing his revenue, by showing his resilience, by adjusting and pivoting, and he got funded. Perfect. The pack needs to wolf, and the wolf needs to pack. You like that, don't you, Dale Murphy? Attaboy. That's from my friend Denny's. Here we go. Do you believe in making goals before you're realigned after you're recently accomplished a goal? You know, for me, it's about the enjoyment of the consistent, persistent pursuit of my potential. I take daily inventory of my values, personal, experiential, giving and receiving values, and detach my uh, emotions from that outcome. So realigning is probably not the best thing for me as I accomplish goals, because I'm consistently a hypocrite. I'm consistently changing my mind and realigning every day, taking inventory of those values according to the external circumstances that are around me and the values that I have inside of me. So you can work on those. Let's take a couple more questions going through. Thank you guys for putting these in here. We're going to rapid fire for an hour. 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern today. Catch the replay and Danica Patrick on the playbook, and Dan Aykroyd, by the way. One of my favorite episodes came out Tuesday. If you haven't downloaded the playbook, check it out. We're over 400 episodes, I think, and Danica is going to be the first repeat guest I've ever had. How to get your pitch deck in the right hands. Ask, right? Everyone's a sponsor. Everyone's a power sponsor. Ask as many people as you can in person, on the phone, via email and media, radio, print, TV, social media. Do you know anybody that can help me? I want to get my pitch deck in the right hands. You know anybody can help me? Everybody is not a gatekeeper. They're a sponsor. They know somebody that can help you, or a power sponsor. They can help you, and they know someone that can help you. Come on, open up your mind. Stop the resistance. Change. You can do it. You can do it. Be positive. Find the light, the love, and the lessons. The superpower. Focus in on what you want. Vote and elect what you want. Don't listen to other people, what they want, because you're going to end up being ordinary. You're going to end up getting what they want. People don't look for the extraordinary in you. Only you can take what they want and go beyond it, right? It's important to have things to look at, to see as a stopping point, but go beyond it. Awesome. Let's see here. What do you think of Bruce Lee? I don't know too much about Bruce Lee other than the movies that I've seen, and I like him. But I don't know too much about him. You can let me know why you like or dislike him. I'd love to know. That's like an open-ended question. What do you like? What don't you like about Bruce Lee? Let me know. What's your favorite way to connect with someone you just met? Well, my favorite way is to look them in the eyes and smile, and then ask them an open-ended question to learn about them, to be more interested than interesting, and find out how I can be of service or value, and just find out who they know that can help me as well, creating a flow, right? Money itself is just a currency. It's an object of energy that we put into the flow to get what we want. And that currency, if we buy the right things, the things that we need to help other people, to allow it to come through you with value, you're going to be happy. If you buy the wrong things, things you don't need, things that may impress people you don't like, I promise you, you'll create resistance, void, shortages, and obstacles, and you won't be happy. It's that simple. What's an open-ended question again? Thank you, Christian. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See, that represents the three words that make you successful. Christian, you will be very successful. I don't know, right? That's what he's saying. I don't know what that means, so I'm going to ask. I'm going to learn. So an open-ended question is a question that requires somebody to explain. A closed-ended question is a yes or no question. So an open-ended question is, hey, what do you like about Danica Rosé wine? And then has, oh, I like this, and this. Would it also help you if I could do this? Yes or no? That's a closed-ended question. So open-ended questions allow people to explain what they think, what they feel, allow you to get an emotional attachment with them, and then narrow it down with closed-ended questions to the value that you can provide. Justin Pugh, getting ready to tee off. That's my boy right there. The Justin Pugh, New York Giants. Nope. Sports One Marketing, I guess. Same difference. How do you network without annoying that person? Why would you annoy them? Right? If somebody is networking with you, are they annoying you? If they're learning about you, if they're more interested than interesting, if they're seeing how they could be of service or value and asking you and making you feel good to be an investment in them by helping them, why is that annoying? I get so many people going below the line and blame, shame, justification. Oh, but I know you're so busy. I did. Like, I had a kid, great kid. He does my digital marketing. I'm going to give him a shout out. His name's Chris Chung. He does digital marketing. He's the best in the game. He's honest. He's amazing. But I have texted him for an update. And then he didn't give me an update. And I'm like, why didn't you give me an update? He's like, oh, well, you're so busy. I didn't want to bother you. That's a kid problem, right? That's a below the line problem. What are you talking about? In person, on the phone, via email and media, radio, print, TV. Go ahead, ask, attract. Do not assume you're annoying or that somebody's too busy for you. Just the opposite. The most active people that I know, the unbelievable guys. Mark Cuban's one of them. That if you email Mark Cuban, he gets back within a minute. It's ridiculous. Bob Proctor is another, one of my mentors. Jack Canfield, another. These people, it's amazing. You would think they would have no time at all, but they seem to be the ones. It's the people that are doing nothing. It's like, oh, sorry, man. I've been really busy last week. I didn't get back to you. I'm like, you're unemployed, high, broke, lying on your mom's couch, sleeping all day. That's why you didn't get back to me. Yeah, busy. All right. We got one more question here. Let's get this thing going. I'm wanting to buy your audiobook. Why should I buy it? I'll give it to you for free. You don't got to buy it. So that's why, because you're going to make more money, help more people, and have more fun by listening to it. And it's free. Go ahead. Anybody wants my audiobook or my regular book or my ebook, go ahead, email me, david@dmeltzer.com, or text me, 949-298-2905. More than happy to send it to you. I'm looking for 1,000 people to read that, listen to that, to empower others to be happy. 1,000 times 1,000 is a million, a million times 1,000 is a billion. Help me. Come on. It's for free. Don't worry. I got free training today, BYOQ. Bring your own questions. I'll bring the answers rapid fire for an hour, just like this. I'm giving you a little bit of a taste, just like Danica Rosé wine. Little taste. That's all you need. Boom. You'll be hooked. I promise you. Go ahead, email or text me for my free book, my free exercises, and free training. Register. You'll be fine. Let's go. Let's do one more. Hi, Tess. Thank you. Best book recommendation. Best book recommendation is today's Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. One of my favorite blends, just like Danica Rosé blend. The blend between the pragmatic business world and faith. It's an extraordinary book. BYOQ Samir, thank you. Join me, 949-298-2905. David@dmeltzer.com. I want to once again thank Danica Patrick, extraordinary entrepreneur and athlete and person. Just made my entire day. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you in a couple hours at training. BYOQ, bring your own questions, any topics, I can handle them. Trust me. 949-298-2905. Email me, david@dmeltzer.com. Thank you, everybody. Be kind to your future self and do good deeds.